Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. Here today to discuss about the WWE Raw June 1st, 2026 review. My thoughts on this show from last night, well, technically yesterday afternoon. I think the show sucked, honestly. I didn't think much of it. I thought some of the wrestling was good, but as storyline progressions, rinse and repeat. Nothing new. Nothing surprising. Nothing entertaining. Pretty much nothing. Had a great main event. I'll give them that. The main event was excellent. That was fun. With Seth and Braun Breaker. But everything else, I mean, take it or leave it. Doesn't really make a damn difference to me. You had Roman Reigns having Jacob Fatu bow down like as if Roman was a fucking Rome emperor. I mean, like, it was ridiculous. Jay's talking all this smack to Jacob Fatu. And I'm just sitting here going, what are we fucking doing? You're telling me you can't come up with a good storyline for Roman Reigns? You're telling me we couldn't have the Usos turn on Roman Reigns and say, fuck off, we're not playing second fiddle to you anymore? We'd rather go ahead and back up Jacob Fatu. We got this shit on lockdown, bringing back the old Usos from 2017 when they were actually fucking cool. I mean, like, this shit sucks. Honestly. There's nothing entertaining about it. Later on in the show, Roman talking to Jay backstage with Jimmy and telling Jimmy that, you've tasted this world title. I want you to go taste the other one. So go win that King of the Ring tournament and let's bring more titles to the family. And Jay's like, yeah, okay, yeet. And Jimmy's like, yeet. And he tries to go with his brother as if he's got a match, which he didn't. I don't know what the fuck that was. And Roman told him, I need you to stand by me. Jay needs to go do this by himself. He's like, okay. What? This is trash. This is basically WWE doing a remake of The Bloodline. Like, as a movie, let's say they've done tons of remakes, like let's say Friday 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. They've done remakes on those movies. They're doing the same thing here. They're doing a remake of The Bloodline, thinking this is going to be entertaining or different. There's nothing different about this. Oh, Roman's winning matches now by himself. The Usos are not coming out and helping him win. The match was just between him and Jacob Fatu both times. I mean, I don't understand what is the purpose of this nonsense. This shit sucked. And so did this show. What else did we have on this lame-ass card? We had Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee against Ethan Page and Rusev, and Ethan Page took an L to Rey Mysterio when he's trying to get an opportunity to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Why this is, I have no idea. But hey, who cares, right? Right. What else? We had a Fatal 4-Way match to the King of the Ring men's tournament. Let's get to that. Obafemi was part of this match. So it was Obafemi, Penta, Solo Sokoa and Carmelo Hayes, and Obafemi wins. Who's actually knocked out temporarily in this match. He came back in, he fought back, and he won his matchup. And he cut a promo, basically giving away the results of what's going to happen leading into this fucking event. And basically what's going to happen is Brock Lesnar is going to interfere and cost him the match. Because Obafemi went ahead and he says, it's 1-1. I'll see you down the road, Brock. What? Why would you give that away? To me, that's the dumbest fucking thing you can do. As a creator of this shit. I have no idea. All I know is I'm sitting here, got the TV on mute, getting ready to get set and watch my Yankees either pound the Cleveland Guardians into oblivion or watch them lose in the later stages of the game because their relief pitching absolutely sucks. Got great offense, but their relief pitching is really shitty. So, hopefully they win. But I'm not getting my hopes up. What else? This show's so fucking garbage, man. I barely paid attention to this shit last night. Because I couldn't watch it during the afternoon. I was busy working. So Ruka was the next thing on board. She cut a promo about how she was happy that Becky Lynch still took the challenge of the match. Took the match and all that. And even though she didn't want to do the match, she did it anyway. And she thanked her for taking the match on and giving her one of the most challenging matches she's ever had since coming to the main roster. And that she's going to be a fighting champion. And how she's going to make the title mean something. When have we not heard this shit from a babyface? And let me tell you, her promo absolutely was terrible. I mean, god-awful terrible. I wanted to, literally plug my ears so I wouldn't have to listen to this shit. It was that bad. Fucking terrible shit. They need to get her to learn how to cut a promo better, because her promo skills suck. Can't believe that shit. Wow. I'm watching they're doing the pregame show. They got Paul O'Neill, announcer. He used to play for the Yankees. And he's got one big-ass fucking nose. I never knew he had a big-ass nose like that. Damn. He used to play back in the 90s when I was a kid, and I used to love him. He used to get fucking pissed off as shit when he struck out. He'd break Gatorade bottles and all kinds of shit. It was fucking crazy. Took after him a little bit when I was in Little League Baseball. Coach didn't like that too much. But yeah, she's a fighting champion. She's going to defend the IC title against all comers. And blah, 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 blah. And I think this absolutely sucked. We then showed Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns meeting each other or bumping into each other in the hallways, I'm assuming after the post-show. And they kind of just stared each other down. I think there was a little bit of dialogue and that was about it. This match is going to happen. They're going to have a third one. It's probably going to be when they're both still champions at Crown Jewel in November. Or October, or whenever they're this wonderful lump of shit Arabian pay-per-view event, because Saudi Arabia deserves it, and of course we don't. But then again, who the fuck wants it? Don't matter. Bottom line, I don't give a flying fuck about Roman and Cody Rhodes. I am over Roman. I don't have anything against him personally or his character, but creative is doing him bad, making him boring on television. Makes me not want to care. And I haven't cared. And I hope that we don't see him as champion for 2, 3, 4 years. God help us all if that happens. I'd rather be shot. I may have to stop watching this shit if that's the case. Because I can't sit through 2, 3 years of this shit again. Just so they can reenact the same fucking storyline? Give me a fucking break, bro. That's crazy. So, it is what it is. Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, already talked about that with Ethan Page and Rusev. This wasn't a bad match, but Ethan Page taking an L made absolutely no sense to me. When Ethan Page is trying to get an opportunity for the IC title. So, after that, the duo celebrates as we cut backstage where Adam Pearce wishes Penta all the best before dealing with LA Knight. Knight addresses what happened to kick off the show, raising concerns that Pearce is trying to fall in line with the bloodline. He even asked Adam Pearce, "You feeling a little oozy?" But Adam insists he's trying to keep family blood in line. Knight threatens to take Pearce out of retirement just to put him back in it and whip his fucking ass. That actually would be an interesting match. When he does the keeping the blood in line statement, he then lifts Adam Pearce's hand in the air for him to do the one. And he goes, "Oh, so I see you are part of the bloodline." Like, oh my God, you're forcing the man's hand in the air so he can do the one. I feel like that's insane, but whatever. Can we just give LA Knight an opportunity? Like, LA Knight should just want to win the fucking King of the Ring tournament just so he can go to the other show and challenge Cody Rhodes for the title. At least he won't be dealing with the damn bloodline over there. I mean, he still has the MFTs, but they're not as much of a threat as the bloodline is. And God knows he's been dealing with the Vision as well. We got the Vision, we got the bloodline. The Vision are all fucking injured beyond recognition. They got 2 guys left on the fucking in the group. That if anyone has cursed the Vision, it has to be Danhausen. Danhausen must have came in and said, "You're cursed," without even telling them they're cursed. I mean, give me a fucking break, man. This shit sucks. And yet every week, every Monday, I cover this shit. SmackDown, I got better things to do than watch fucking SmackDown for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, or whatever amount of time it would take me to watch. I'm not wasting my time to watch that shit and review it. I may watch it from time to time just to keep up with storylines. If CM Punk goes over to SmackDown, I'm definitely going to have to watch it. I want to see what they do with him. But excluding that, I don't give a shit what goes on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes is a rinse and repeat storyline that never stops. And Gunther is going to possibly get another shot for the title, which Cody stated that he would, if that's what he wants, based on the fact of what happened. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand this company, nor do I give a shit to understand them. I think they absolutely suck. But it is what it is. They highlighted the mass versus mass with Kaiser and Chad Gable for the AAA Noches de los Grandes, which I may go ahead and cover on this channel. I may watch that Thursday night and give you guys a review on it, because it's only like 2 hours. It's not even that long. It's as long as a TV show. So, it seems like it got a lot of praise from a lot of people, so I think I'll go ahead and catch it and maybe give you guys a review on it, maybe. So next we had a fatal four-way match with Io Sky, Roxanne Perez, Julia, and Lash Legend. Julia got a nice reception in Italy. Julia is partially Italian as well as Japanese. And she got a nice reception here. Unfortunately, she's the one that took the L in the match. Please tell me where this makes any fucking sense. Why would you go ahead, have her come out here, and take the L? Why? Io Sky is the one who pins her. Why do we have to do this? What did she do to deserve this? Go in your hometown and lose clean with your shoulders pinned to the mat. Makes tons of sense to me. Good matchup, though. It wasn't bad, but, like, do I give a shit? No. Io Sky needs to win this Queen of the Ring tournament and challenge Rhea Ripley for the title. And lose. Rhea Ripley needs to retain and finally end the never-ending story. Can she finally beat Io Sky in a one-on-one match, which she still has yet to do? So I hope Io Sky wins the women's tournament for the Queen of the Ring. And we go from there. So Io celebrates as we get an updated bracket for the tournament backstage. And Maxine Dupree talks to Adam Pearce about being overlooked in the tournament. But Adam says he had to make some tough decisions. If an opening comes up, she will be at the top of the list. And he walks off as Otis addresses Maxine hanging out with Austin Theory, who Otis says is bad news. And pretty much she says Maxine asks Otis and Tozawa to trust her before walking off. And elsewhere we see Seth Rollins getting ready for his main event match against Braun Breaker. We get a video package highlighting the effect of Danhausen on the New York Knicks. The facts don't lie, and the facts point out that the Knicks are doing well this year. And apparently we're playing into a storyline where Danhausen is actually making the New York Knicks possible winners for the NBA championship. I have to say this. I wouldn't be surprised that the NBA is being rigged for the Knicks to win just to fulfill a fucked up storyline like Danhausen taking the curse off the Knicks so that they can win the NBA championship. That would not surprise me not one fucking bit, because a lot of times I think sports is rigged. I really do. I don't see how some teams can be so good, and then when they play a game where it matters the most, they manage to choke in the end and end up losing. And doing it over and over and over again. Take the Boston Red Sox, for example. Like, how can you be that fucking bad for so many years? They were trash for like over 100 fucking years since their last World Series championship. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a Yankees fan, so I mean, I don't really give a shit. I actually have a ton of respect for the Boston Red Sox. I think the rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees is superb, and without one or the other, you don't have great history in baseball. I think they're two of the greatest rivalries, possibly in all of sports, honestly. Because those two teams go out and literally try to kill each other. Now, there might be some other good rivalries that have taken place in sports that people might contest to that comment. But, you know, me personally, I watch all kinds of sports. I watch basketball, I watch football, I watch baseball. I mean, I haven't watched baseball in years, but now that I got access to the MLB network, or the MLB TV and all that, I've pretty much gone ahead and felt the need to want to watch baseball again. And it's bringing back the love for it. And not to mention, I'm also betting on it, so that also helps. But, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, moving on. Backstage, we had Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are asked what happens if they bump into each other in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And Bayley assures her that they'll worry about that when they get there, but the interview is interrupted as Lyra approaches Ruka nearby. She congratulates Ruka on winning the title last night, noting that she couldn't challenge for it for the longest time before asking about a possible title match. Ruka says she'd love to give a shot to the first woman who won it, and Lyra is excited about this, though Bayley is less thrilled about things as Raw rolls on. Bayley was asking her, what the hell are you doing? Basically asking her, why are you, losing focus here? We're supposed to be a team? And apparently she's more focused on trying to get individual success. So, I don't know. Sounds kind of interesting. We'll probably see Bayley either do one or two things. Develop into a villain, have a split personality like they had her doing before, and try to go back to this. Or they'll just book her out of the picture completely, her contract will run out, and she will leave the promotion altogether and go to a company that might appreciate her a lot more, like AEW. Because if AEW is to get her, they better treat her with all love in the world. They did good by Sasha Banks, now known as Mercedes Moné. So, if they're going to do that for her, why wouldn't they do that for Bayley? I don't see why they shouldn't. But that's just my thoughts. But yeah. What else? So, elsewhere, Roxanne talks about losing the match before Liv Morgan comes in to remind them that Judgment Day doesn't cry about losing. There's no crying in wrestling. There's no crying in baseball. She talks about her and Dom becoming king and queen of the ring, admitting that maybe Raquel could win the tournament instead, before saying that regardless, Judgment Day runs Raw. The rest of the group reluctantly agrees before walking away. This was shit. Okay? This was fucking shit. Judgment Day ain't running shit. Judgment Day ain't winning nothing. Judgment Day is going to get eliminated in the first and second round of the tournament. Liv Morgan being in this tournament for the Queen of the Ring is insane. She's already a world champion. She has no business being in it. If she was the IC champion, I could understand that. If she was a tag team champion, I could understand that. She's the world champion. Whoever wins has the option to wrestle a world champion. Why is she in a tournament that crowns a number one contender for a women's world title? The shit makes no fucking sense. She should be removed from this tournament completely and have no business in it. Not to mention, you're talking about Liv Morgan, shouldn't be in the tournament. Why aren't we having, fucking Maxine Dookie or Maxine Dupree being involved in this tournament? Adam Pearce can't find a spot for her? What are you talking about, Moronski? You can put her in this fatal four-way and she could lose and be out of the tournament in less than 1 week. The fuck are you talking about? She can't be in the tournament. It's all locked up. Liv Morgan doesn't belong in this tournament. At all. Fucking ridiculous. And she just stands there like a schmuck, and she doesn't even mention, well, Liv Morgan's a world champion. Why is she in this tournament? Nothing! Just, okay, no problem. Thanks for reassuring me that you got nothing for me in case something does happen, I can get in. But for now, thanks a lot for nothing. What a fucking bunch of retards. Shit. Alright, so then we get the main event. Thank Christ, this review is almost over, and this show absolutely sucked dick. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker was a good match. Braun Breaker accidentally spears Paul Heyman through by the timekeeper table where they ring the bell, and he's surprised, shocked, and blown away that he accidentally speared Paul Heyman. And Seth Rollins is in the ring holding the World Tag Team titles around his waist while the referee is distracted by what's going on outside. And Braun Breaker gets in the ring to spear Seth Rollins and goes shoulder or head first. I don't know which way they were trying to propose this as. And then Seth Rollins hits the curb stomp and gets the 1, 2, 3 for the victory and walks away victorious. And that's how the show goes off the air, with a lot of good action going on in the middle of the match. And that was pretty much it. That was your Monday Night Raw. Good wrestling, but shitty storytelling. Don't give a shit. Don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck to care. I'm sorry. This shit sucks. Not into it. But anyway, guys, I don't know what you guys thought. If you guys enjoyed the show, great. Goody for you. I did. I was watching baseball, though, so I had more care watching that than I watched the Raw episode afterwards. So at least I got some enjoyment than watching some fucking boring-ass rinse and repeat remake show that we've already seen on repeat 4 or 5 years ago. So anyway, guys, at this time, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching. And have a great night, guys. Bye.